Big kids? That was the reaction when they entered the market. Now they're as essential as the telephone. What does tomorrow's technology offer?
Good morning, System.
Good morning, Dave.
Oh, new mail.
Just looking a few years down the road, you'll see that a law office's operations will be a lot different, a lot more efficient.
Good day, Mr. Rainmaker. I'm John Stambridge of Northern Bank. We're interested in having your firm help us with construction loan negotiations with Environmental Research Corporation. And we must have a commitment letter drafted and signed in 2 days. I've included a file on ERC as well as information on our bank. If you want the work, it's yours.
Let's see, it's 5:30 in California. Well, we can run a conflicts check and have a response waiting for them when they get in the office today.
Rainmaker's computer system offers him a wealth of options to get the ball electronically rolling. No running files, no lost memos. He simply records his message and clicks it into the electronic mailbox.
Good morning, Sandy. Could you please open a file on a new client, Northern Bank? Include the video and files from the email that I'm sending to you, and add any information that we have in our files on Northern. The key considerations are that it's a $50 million construction loan, and we need to turn around the commitment letter in 2 days. Thanks.
Priority email.
Good morning, Sandy. Could you please open a file on
Another new case. Okay. Open case management system. Client profile. Import. Originating attorney. Okay. Type of case. Loan agreement. Archives. Let's say 5 days. Due date 2 days. Add attachments.
The case management system provides a checklist of all the necessary tasks involved in completing the project, speeding up the process and making sure nothing slips through the cracks. For instance, you can have the system check for conflicts of interest and notify you if any conflicts are found. Meanwhile, you can search the expertise database to locate the best qualified staff available for the project, and then have their resumes automatically added to the file.
Okay, now, let's see, who should be working on this deal? I wonder if any of these people have any contacts at Northern or West Coast Environmental Companies.
You can further refine the staffing list generated earlier simply by modifying the search request. In this case, Rainmaker discovers there is a senior partner in the firm's San Francisco office with experience in environmental negotiations, and that a paralegal has worked with Northern's East Coast affiliates while at a previous firm. With a click of a mouse, he can assign the best people to the project. The system automatically allocates hours and expenses based upon prior similar cases, computes a budget for each team member and the project, and then creates checklists tailored to each team member's individual tasks.
Okay, it's time for a pep talk.
Video mail can bring Rainmaker face-to-face with all the members of his team.
Congratulations, folks. You're the recipients of our first piece of business from Northern Bank. Now, we've been after them for a long time, and landing them as a client opens a huge West Coast market to us. Our performance will be scrutinized, so let's show what we can do. The case is a construction loan negotiation that sounds pretty straightforward. The only unknown is the effect of environmental liabilities regarding the loan. Now, the attached folder has everything we have on Northern and ERC so far. Oh yes, the deadline for the commitment letter is tomorrow at 5 p.m. West Coast time. Thanks.
Okay, looks good. See that Susan Harvey in San Francisco is a senior partner I'm working with, and Paul Poroskova is the paralegal assigned to help me.
The associate refers to his checklist to find out what he needs to do on the case.
Telephone call from Susan Harvey.
Hello, Susan. Your ears must be burning. I was just reading the Northern case file.
Good. You think you can direct the case through the first draft? I'm buried in a trial out here.
Sure. By the way, do you know anything about Environmental Research Corporation? Now, I know that they're headquartered out there near you.
Yeah, strange coincidence, but I was at a fundraiser last night, and there were some rumors about merger talks between ERC and Biotechnology Corporation. It sounded serious. A merger could definitely increase Northern's risk. You may recall biotech received some pretty bad press regarding recent chemical spills.
Great tip. Thanks. We'll be in touch if anything comes up.
I'll expect to hear from you by first thing in the morning.
Sure enough. And good luck out there.
Thanks, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. Now, first let me find some contract language on post-merger terms. I can search the internal work product database and locate similar documents we've done concerning mergers and the borrower. Okay. And search criteria are construction loan agreement analysis and commitment letter. Okay. While that's working, let's bring the paralegal onto the case. Hi, Paul Allen. I'm enclosing all my materials on the Northern case. I'll need you to search the news and legislative databases for anything that's going to give us some more leverage in negotiating this loan. I'll be working at home tonight, so just send me your results there. Thanks, Paul. Oh, that was quick. You must not have very much prior work on post-merger terms.
The work product database locates several documents from the firm's electronic archives and then displays the agreements in order of relevance.
Oh, great. A suitable document is in Spanish from a Mexican loan. Well, that'll do for a start.
Foreign language documents can be easily converted into English.
Good. Paul's results, right on time. Looks like he found some pretty useful news clips about pending legislation concerning bank liability and chemical spills that might help us. Looks like good work. This will be useful when I assemble the agreement. And what about cost? Pretty reasonable. Now let's take a look at that in the budget. Now time to dig in and see what rabbits I can pull out of this hat.
The real time saver is that the system can help draft the commitment letter. Based on the type of legal transaction, the computer selects a generic construction loan agreement. It then incorporates all the information from the ERC file, generating a fairly complete first draft document and a list of questions that prompt Alan to provide any missing information needed to complete the document. Thanks to the efficiency of the document assembly program, Alan can meet his morning deadline. When the senior partner receives the file, she can easily examine a chronology of all the activities performed on the case, such as phone calls, research requests, interviews, and she can pull up the document assembly file containing Alan's draft of the document. Due to Susan's greater experience in California environmental law, she determines that the loan agreement does require an environmental report, so she modifies the left side, and a new clause is automatically added on the right. If the loan situation is unique, Susan may need to type text directly into the document.
I think we need a clause here to protect Northern in the event of a merger.
Susan can then edit the document.
Priority message from Elizabeth Tate, Mergers and Acquisitions, New York.
Susan, this is Elizabeth in Mergers and Acquisitions. Our computer system prompted me to review the Northern Bank case file you're working on. I got a flag from the SEC database about a possible merger between ERC and Biotech. My initial reaction is that the merger isn't a good match. Both have had problems with the EPA. I'd be aggressive in negotiations because ERC needs this loan committed within the next 2 days, or they'll lose their option on the land.
With that information, I think we're ready to deal. Time to send the completed file back to Dave at the main office and bring him up to speed.
Tough agreement. But it looks good. Yeah, we're under budget. That should make my partners happy. Okay, let's update the people at Northern.
Stambridge.
Hello, John. I wanted to update you on our progress on the commitment letter. As our team was drafting the document, we caught wind of a possible merger between ERC and Biotech. Had you heard about this?
No, I hadn't. Please go on.
Well, we've been told by our M&A experts that the merger doesn't look too healthy. We think you should be concerned about your risk under California's environmental laws, but we think you can use this knowledge to leverage for more points or a higher interest rate. Also, we've added language to the letter to protect you after the merger if it takes place.
Good. But what are the risks to the lending party?
Well, recent legislation makes you liable if ERC has any EPA violations at the new site. But there are also developments which may limit this liability. Look, let me transmit a graph of the potential risk to you.
It just came up on my screen. Very impressive.
We've also included some language that deals specifically with environmental liability in California.
You've come up with a lot of information in a short time. You must have a pretty well-oiled operation.
No, oil has nothing to do with it. It's all electrons.